Dear viewers, welcome to the one-on-one set. Our guest tonight is Chuen. He is a fitness coach, and tonight he's going to explain to us the importance of adopting a healthy lifestyle. Shane, thank you so much for joining us in the studio of the MBC.
Hi, Kriel. It's a pleasure for me to be here with you guys, and I want to share my experience with you all about fitness.
Shane, staying fit is a highly important aspect in our everyday life. I mean, in order to function properly in anything and everything we do, we need to have an optimal physical health. And exercises enable us to stay fit, keep our head clear, and also be healthy. Shane, you are a fitness coach. How did you develop this strong interest in fitness?
So basically, it all started back then when I was in college. So I was always an active person, and afterwards, after my studies in a degree in marketing, and I said to myself that I need to do something in fitness, or I will regret it all my life. So I went to study in Australia for 4.5 years. At the same time, I've been working there, and for me, it's a passion after all, and it's a way of life. So now I'm back on the island. I want to share my knowledge and my experience with all the Mauritian people.
So you've always been interested in sports? Like you practice other disciplines as well?
Yes, I've been doing basketball, athleticism, and a lot of trail running as well, and martial arts. So these are the things that I really, really like.
That's very important, I think, to be healthy.
Of course, to be healthy, it's a thing that you need to do and to be in good shape and yeah, it's a way of life as I always say. It's a lifestyle, and people tend to take it like something that is very demanding. But if you look at it closely, you find a way and you find a time for it. So guys, remember 1 hour working out is 74% of your day.
Shane, you are right. I think that nowadays most people don't find the time to really stay fit and take care of their body's physical health. Sometimes we blame it on our work schedule, sometimes on other factors. But the most important thing is that we should put our health our topmost priority. What are the benefits of exercises?
Well, there's a lot of benefits coming along to when you have a healthy lifestyle. Is that you feels good in your own skin, you looks good in your clothes as well. And with social media and everyone is just judging you by your appearance, physical appearance as well. And of course, you can manage your weight as well, prevent cardiovascular disease, and along the way, you sleep better, you looks good, you perform better work. There's a lot of benefits with it, Koyal.
Would you say that a good workout can also help to improve coordination and flexibility?
Of course, if we every day with everyday lifestyle, working on the desk, and we don't do any flexibility or any stretching, it will affect your body structure further, and it is of course beneficial for your health, for your bone, and everything will be better. You will move better, you will walk better, and everything. It's a way of life, as I always said, and exercise is a way to be.
There's also the idea that exercises, workout, can help to reduce the risk of injury. Can you explain to us how, maybe?
You get better, you get your strong bones, you get more muscle. At the age of, let's say, up to 30, everything start to get down. So for men especially, the testosterone getting down, so your bone structure getting affected as well, and you get less muscle. So maybe with it's proven that with regular exercise, you're less prone to injuries, and for women over 50 getting into the phase of osteoporosis, so they need to get more into weight training, which is better for their spine health and bone structure as well, and along with it, healthy diet, a very balanced diet as well.
Shane, exercise has many benefits, like you've said, on our physical health, but it also has a lot of benefits on our mental health. Share with us how exercises contribute to improve our mental and emotional well-being.
Mm, to be honest with you, I was really, really thin in school. And with exercise, with regular exercise, I have built a nice shape, a nice body now, and I feel more confident in myself. So building more confidence in you, getting you to achieve more things in life, in your personal and professional life as well. So as when you finish a workout, you can say that yeah, I still can achieve things, and this boosts your self-esteem and confidence in your everyday activities, and and that's it. And you will excel in everything that you do because you have this confidence in you, and you feel good after a good workout because you have the endorphin kicking in, and you sleep better, and you will be more productive at work, and this is proven as well.
That's no doubt. I think that a good workout always helps to contribute to elevate our confidence level and also gives a sense of accomplishment. But would you say that sometimes exercises can also help to cure maybe depression or anxiety or even reduce stress level?
Of course, having a bad day at work, you can go and kick on a sandbag or doing a heavy workout or doing a just for go for a run and breathing the fresh air makes you change your body and mind at the same time. As I always said, an A6 is well anima sana in corpore sano. So a healthy mind in a healthy body. So this is my motto,
You too.
and it's very very important for people to take care of their body and their mental health as well.
Shane, making any lifestyle change can be challenging, and sometimes people need to find a goal in their mind that gives them something to work towards and stay on track. Different fitness goals have different approaches. What are the key principles that a beginner should take into consideration while setting a goal?
So while setting a goal, it should be SMART. So SMART. So it should be specific, measurable, accurate, uh, re-
Realistic?
realistic, and timely. So specific, it's that you need to know what you want to do. So if you want to gain weight or lose weight, and realistically, is something that you can do in a month. Let's say we need to lose 4 kg. This is realistic goal. So let's say nonsense like 20 kg, and then afterwards you can't do it anymore. So start slow and think about big things afterwards. So this is my four principle about how to do it, and over the years with my experience, I've seen a lot of people coming in. They don't know how to set a goal. So this is the main thing that you need to know before setting a goal.
And what do you mean by timely?
Timely, you need to have a time frame, like let's say for 3 month or 6 month transformation or 8 weeks transformation. So you need to set a time as well for how long it would be. You can't be shredding all year round or shredding for 2 years or bulking up for.
Yes.
So there's no meaning, and it's useless. It's pointless doing a goal without a time.
Do you think before setting a workout plan, it is important to take into consideration the age or gender of a person?
Of course, age and gender is very important because you have different approach to it, and your training gonna be different. In somebody is quite new to exercise and quite young, we won't get into weight training directly. Maybe starting like with body weight training, and then if somebody is more experienced with time, he's more mature as well, and he knows his mobility and his coordination as well. So he can do more specific training and more advanced training. So everyone is different, and there's no one set exercise for everybody.
Everyone.
So everybody needs to find his own
Pace, maybe.
own routine and own pace. And the thing about it is sustainability. We need to do it all our life, and it's a lifestyle.
Consistency, that's actually difficult.
Consistency is the key for everything. If you want to get results, you need to be consistent in your training and your diet. And diet is the most important thing as well.
Yes, but Shane, what are the different exercises that one should practice in order to lose weight? Cardio only, maybe?
Cardio, me personally, I do cardio for my heart health.
Okay.
I won't go for like for a sprint to lose weight. I'm just gonna do like brisk walking or just a run, like slight slow jog, something like that. But to lose weight, the most important thing is not in the gym, it's in your plate. So the thing about it, you need to do a caloric deficit. So doing a caloric deficit with the right exercise will get you to lose weight. And at the same time, you build more muscle. A lot of people, they don't understand that the fat tissue and the muscle tissue is two layers and it's two different layers. So when a muscle is big, when you say it's big, it's called hypertrophy. Okay, and what it comes down is atrophy. So what's going on here is that when somebody stops to train and he eats the same thing and don't exercise, what comes down is the fat tissue getting more bigger,
Okay.
larger, and the muscle without any resistant training getting to atrophied. So that's why a lot of people they gain weight after stopping any type of training and exercising.
Yes, that's true. So, in a way, nutrition and exercises always go hand in hand.
Of course, it's 80%, as I always said, it's 80%. Everything is on diet and on your plate, the power of food, and 20% it's only training. But you need to know,
20% only training.
of course, it's only 20%. Because as I've said, it's only 4% of your day getting to train.
Yes.
If let's say we train five five times per week, okay? And for 1 hour, it's only what, 20% of your whole week. And over the years,
Yes.
there's a lot of studies about it, but training contributes in fat loss and bodybuilding and flexibility or whatever. But the main important thing is in your plate. It's what you are is what you eat,
Yes,
basically.
that's true.
Of
We are
course.
what we eat.
Exactly.
Shane, what is high intensity interval training and how can it be included in our workout plans?
Yeah, high intensity interval training is quite popular these days because
Yes.
people a lot of
Trend world, maybe.
it's a trend world because a lot of people they don't have time for it, and it's quite short and it's quite demanding. A lot of people they don't know about it and they are just beginners and they try to get into high intensity interval training too quick, too because of a trend.
Yes.
And we need to know that interval training taxes a lot of cardiovascular because it demands you to get into your anaerobic path where you're breaking down glucose without oxygen. And you can't do it for a long hour, maybe 30 minutes. And for me, personally, I won't advise beginner to get into high intensity interval training. Maybe you can start with list training, low intensity steady
Okay.
state. So getting back into your just walking or things like that. And afterwards, when your physique improve, your stamina and your endurance, you can get into high intensity interval training.
And what's the main aim of high intensity interval training or even list?
High intensity interval training has proven over the years to have an impact on fat loss. So there's a professor named Joseph Izumi Tabata. In the 1996, he designed Tabata. That's it. Tabata is another type of
Okay, yes.
high intensity interval training. So we do like 6 exercises with 20 seconds on and 10 seconds off. So you get 1 minute rest in between. But the intensity needs to be the same for all exercises. So a lot of people they don't understand that and they just do high intensity
Yes.
interval training and they are not doing it. So you can't do a lot of exercises like with high intensity interval training, maybe things that will target your cardiovascular pathways, or you can mix it up sometimes with body weight as well and a lot of strength training. So you get a lot of a mixture of all these things is good for people who are very advanced at it. And the least training is the other part. So you start slow and slowly building up to get into the high intensity interval training so that you want to uh, get fat loss and muscle building as well.
So it's both fat loss and muscle building at the same time then.
Exactly. With the appropriate exercises.
Yes.
So you need to know what to choose as exercise, which is very important.
I was actually coming to that. Just as exercise can help lose weight, it can also help others to gain weight in a healthy way. Like for example, to build muscles. But regular exercise is one of the most important things to bulk up. What's your view on that? It's also important, I think, to do that in a holistic way.
Of course, if you don't know the right technique to do a complicated movement like a squat involves a lot of joints movement, and it's a compound exercise. A compound exercise involves a lot of joint involvement. So you got the knee, you got the core. There's a lot of muscles working at the same time. So for me, getting to these kind of exercises, you need to be very mindful what you're gonna choose in order to get you to your goal. As for you and somebody who is underweight, he needs the first thing that he or she needs to do, is to fix his diet and make sure that he's doing a full body workout.
What do you mean by full
A
body
full body
workout?
workout, getting to choose the right squat, getting into a bench press, getting into a lat pull down, bent over row, dumbbell curl, this thing. Now, if you don't have access to a gym, you can just go body weight, a squat, body weight squat. You can go and grab something doing a pull up, a push up, a crunch. But things like that will involve a lot of joint involvement. What I said is a compound exercise. But going to compound exercise, to trigger muscle growth, you need weights. So that's why coming to a point, you will master the body weight exercise and you will see any progress. And you need to go and find some stimulus in a gym so that you can build more muscle. So that's why a gym are there to help people build muscle and lose weight.
But while we are trying to gain weight, sometimes it happens that we may get face fat. How can we deal with that? It's
Ye-
bulk and cut then?
No, no, you can't do it. Sorry, Koyo, you can't do this. You can't just get bulky and at the same time lean.
Yes.
The thing about it is to have a clean diet. A lot of people they do the other way, like a dirty bulk. Okay, so just eat everything, and what they are doing, they are just doing a caloric surplus. If you're underweight, you need to, of course, eat more regularly. Maybe 3 hours. After 3 hours, you need to have something.
Wow, that's a lot actually.
You need to increase your calorie if you want to increase your weight. But at the same time, getting the right portion, the right amount, so that you can gain weight. And at the same time, getting to resistance training, weight training, it will help you to gain muscle and will help you in your appetite. You will
Yes.
want to fuel
Yeah.
yourself because you're gonna use these to work out. So you need to recover and have a good portion of your macros. Your macros, nutrient are the carbs, carbohydrate, proteins, fats, and fiber. So this is very important. And of course, you need to drink water as well.
Shane, what is push, pull, and leg workout, and how is it important actually?
The push and pull leg workout is something that a beginner can do, but he needs to know the biomechanic involved in it. So when doing a push exercise, it's all about working your tricep. Okay, so a lot of tricep involvement. So push exercise is all about bench press, push up, shoulder press, things like that. And pull It's all about working your bicep, so getting more bicep curl, so you get like pull up, things like that. So why you get like these things like push, pull, and leg, is that when coming down to a gym, they are working the agonistic muscle. The targeting the primary muscle is all about push, and then after they do the opposite, the antagonistic, which is, let's say we go for uh, a chest press on the machine and then go for something working your back. So chest and back is good. So in bodybuilding term, in gyms term, we call it a superset. So we are working opposite muscle, and which is good because you have time to recover between sets and reps, and the time to rest between each exercise is very important as well. So
So
in
how much time do we actually need to
30
rest?
seconds, 30
30
seconds,
seconds.
have a sip of water, breathe normally, and then getting back to your exercise. So push, pull, and then of course you can do legs.
Shane, we've talked about exercises,
Yeah.
but I think that we've noticed before we start any workout, it's important to do warm up. Why
Yeah.
is that so?
Warm up is good to get into your flexibility and your mobility work because it's preparing you for the workout actually. And your body temperature is warm and your heart rate is getting up. So it's prepared you to avoid injuries. So a lot of people who don't do any stretching, dynamic stretching before workout, they are prone to get injuries. So a dynamic stretching on in every workout is very important.
Okay, Shane, let's talk about yourself a bit
Yeah.
before we actually close. What motivated you to own your gym?
Um, Coming down, as I said to you, coming down to a point in my life, I read a book, and that book made me realize that the most important thing in my life that I want to do one day is fitness. It's one of my passion actually. And then I flew to Sydney in Australia to perfect my craft and to study about it. I have a diploma in it, and then I coming down to Mauritius. I wanted to show people about the importance of being healthy and to share my knowledge with them. And at the same time, I'm not working. It's just my passion, and it's a good thing I
Of
think.
course, that's
And
the most important thing actually.
most important thing, if
To
you're
do
doing
something that you love.
exactly and you're not working anymore. So this is the thing, and I want to the satisfaction behind all
Yes.
these transformation that I did. Uh, you can't buy this happiness with your own money because you're giving people a second chance in their life to they're like another rebirth.
Exactly, it's like you reinvent yourself, I would
Exactly,
say. It's a
exactly.
new you.
From getting from fat to fit, and you. This is the most extraordinary thing about my job, I think, and this is my goal now, to help people to change, and I'm grateful for this.
And you've mentioned a lot about nutrition. What are your tips maybe to encourage youngsters to have a healthy diet?
Healthy diet is very difficult for teenagers because we are surrounded by fast food everywhere.
Yes.
And but maybe if they are interested, try to go slow. Try to at least we say to you every day you need to eat 5 fruits and veggie every day to be in good health. So try to go for 4 fruits and one veggie per day. So a mix. You need to just small, and slowly along the way, what you like, you put in practice, and finally you're gonna adopt this lifestyle because you're gonna improve your physique, you're gonna glow, your natural glow. You'll be always somebody who is perfectly in shape and positive as well.
We are actually drawing towards the end of this episode, but now, Shane, what are your objectives as a fitness trainer?
My goal here, as I said, is to always keep on learning. Now with COVID, it would be a bit difficult because I usually travel a lot for a master class with a coach that I really look up to. But now with COVID, I need to do some distance learning. and I keep on improving my craft, my technique, so that I can help people in everyday life. And as long as my passion is here, I will always be here to help Mauritian people.
And any advice you would like to give to our youngsters to motivate them to be consistent in their training and encourage them as well to adopt a healthy lifestyle?
To my last word, my last thing that I need to tell the people here that don't have time to work out, start small. As I've said, start small. Something that you like, go for a walk, go for a swim, go for a jog, whatever. But stay active because medicine, medicine won't last, but exercise and diet will last. Food is here to nourish our body, but an exercise is here to build and transform our physical and mental health. This is my personal advice to youngsters because nowadays we are surrounded by technology and they are just on these things. And this is not good for their personal development.
Of course.
So get around, play with your friends around, go for soccer, for a swim, or for a hike, and you will see the massive difference in your physique. And this will help you to remove stress and to concentrate on your studies as well. And you will get a real good result in your study as well. So this is my advice to them.
Thank you so much, Shane. It was such a pleasure to have you on the set of One on One and talk about fitness in general.
Thank you for the invitation today, and I was happy to share my knowledge with the Mauritian people. And keep on training, guys, at home.
Dear viewers, we have now come to the end of this episode. Thank you so much for your time. We hope to catch you next week at the same time, same channel. Have a great evening.